सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 152, verse 73. विज्ञानमयकोशोऽयं जीव इत्यागमाजगुः सर्वसंसार एतस्य जन्मनाशा सुखादिकः. Having established the Tvam Pada Vichara or Tvam Padartha, now Vidyaranya talking about the confusions regarding the Atma Swarupam. Tvam Padartha is a mixture, Kutastha and Abhasa Chaitanyam. It is a Mishram. Kutastha Chaitanyam is the Adhara Chaitanyam, Satya Amsha. Abhasa Chaitanyam or Pratibimba Chaitanyam is Anruta Amsha. A mixture together, I am Tvampada. People do not know this. Even thinkers, highly informed people also are confused regarding this mixture. In this mixture, what is the truth, what is Satyam, what is Anrutam, they do not know. This confusion extends to Astika Darshanams and Nastika Darshanams also. All are confused. We should not think, why you are telling all are confused as though you are so intelligent. Some people go on telling others, you are confused, you are confused. It is not because of any adamancy. We have to study them why they are confused. We have to clearly understand their philosophy also. Where they are committing mistake also we have to know. Then only we have to come to conclusion they are confused. Because of this reason they are confused. This is their confusion. If you are confused like this, these are the disadvantages. You are going against to Shastra. This threadbare analysis to be done by a student when we are negating others. Just like that, you cannot make a statement, they are all confused. Unless you are convinced with your knowledge thoroughly, you cannot make a statement they are confused. Therefore, Vidyaranya doing that analysis here, those confused people are, you can remember one sentence from Dakshinamurti Stotram. All slokas in one Dakshinamurti Stotram, Deham pranam apindriyanya pichalam buddhincha shunyam viduhu. One sentence, so many slokas. So, Dehatmavadi, Pranatmavadi, in that sloka Pranatmavadi comes, but Acharya Vidyaranya takes Indriyatmavadi. Order change, that's all. Dehatmavadi, Indriyatmavadi, Pranatmavadi, Mana-atmavadi. Then comes Vijnanatmavadi. We are looking at that Vijnanatmavadi. He says, mind is not Atma, the Kshenika Vijnanam alone is Atma. That Kshanika Vijnanam alone, this Buddhist, Yogachara Buddhist, gives the name Alaya Vijnanam. Alaya means not Kapaleshwar Alayam or Pardhasarthi Alayam. Okay, here Alayam, his name, he coined that name, Alaya Vijnanam. Alaya Vijnanam means Buddhi. That Vijnanamaya Koshaha, he calls it as Buddhi or Alaya Vijnanam or cognition, the consciousness. That's what I used the word I thought. In the last class, sufficiently I have confused all of you by saying they are all confused. Because I have not confused you, the terms looks as though we are confused. But the I thought, Alaya Vijnanam, that cognition, that is called cognition, we call it as cognition. Which is Swamiji's word, cognition. That's the right word. Cognition. The consciousness. That consciousness, the I cognition. Cognition of what? I cognition. Cognition is, I use the word thought. Some people cannot swallow cognition. We know cognizant company, Swamini. Because our children are working there. Cognizant we know, but cognition we cannot. That's why I gave the name I thought. Cognition means thought. I thought. Awareness. I am. Up to here we also accept. Okay, I am. Cognition, I thought is there. I cognition. What he says, Kshanikam. It is momentary. It is fleeting. It is a flow. Pravaha nityatvam. See, that flow, it looks as though nityam for you. It is not nityam. Ganga, you are going every year Rishikesh. It is a different Ganga. You are taking bath in not the same Ganga. That water has already gone. As you are dipping, not 1 year, as you are dipping, first dip, different Ganga water. Second dip, different Ganga water. But it looks as though same Ganga. You are not able to know that is a different water because of pravaha nityatvam. The flow, you cannot know it is a different water. There is no Ganga at all. Only that water is flowing like that. Here also the cognition is a temporary cognition. That is what he introduced. Kshane kshane. Then we ask the question how it can know. Who knows the flow? The flow must be known to someone. Swasamvedyam. It knows itself. That cognition, I cognition, first cognition replaced by second cognition. First I cognition, I thought is replaced by second I thought. Because it is momentary. It cannot stay more than 1 second. Okay? The second, what? Second. Are you getting? The second, because first cognition gone. Second comes. I hope by using these words I am not confusing you. The rendavadu kshanam, how can you talk in English? Tell me. And the Tamil da. Okay. Rendavadu kshanam வந்து second தான் Englishல. Rendavadu second. I hope now you are clear. Second. The rendavadu kshanam, when it comes, the first kshanam, cognition gone. Now second kshanam, the cognition has come. Now the second and the rendavadu kshanam, the momentary consciousness, the cognition cannot know the first cognition because it has gone. The second cognition which has come, which do not know the first cognition, cannot know the third cognition also. Why? It has not yet come. It has not yet come. So, all the time, how many cognitions are there? Only one. Every time, first cognition, second cognition, third, fourth, fifth cognition, every time they are ontigattai. Single, alone. Now, who is there to talk about the flow? Flow of consciousnesses, flow of cognitions. There must be someone outside to talk about the flow. Because always for you, the Kshanika Vijnanavadi, one cognition, always. That one cognition cannot talk about the flow. What he says, it is Swasamvedyam. It knows itself and it knows others also. It is knowing other thoughts. Clip thought, flower thought, this, that and all, it is knowing. And it knows itself. That is the speciality of Kshanikam Vijnanam. Swasamvedyam. It knows itself as the subject and it knows the objects. But we are asking the question, you say it is the pravaham. Who is that knowing the pravaham? The first cognition cannot talk about the second cognition. Second cognition cannot talk about the third cognition. Third cognition cannot talk about the fourth cognition. I am asking, who is that blessed one talking about the flow? Tell me, Anna. He is not able to answer for that. Who is going to answer for that? Next Sunyavadi is going to come. Therefore, he says it is Swasamvedyam. It knows itself. It knows everything. How it knows everything? Because it is consciousness entity. It is subject. It knows itself. It knows everything. Pot cannot know itself. Pot cannot know anything. Does pot knows itself? I am pot. I am in Swamini's hand now. I am a pot. Can pot know itself? Cannot. Can pot know the flower? Any other thing pot can know? No. This is object. Cognition, that I cognition is consciousness entity. It knows itself, it knows everything. But the object cannot know itself. Neither itself it knows, nor other objects it knows. Don't you know the difference, subject and object? So, Swasamvedyam Kshanika Vijnanam Vijnanamaya Koshaha Ayam. This Kshanika Vijnanam, I cognition alone, is called Jivaha. Individual, first line. Iti Agama Jaguhu. So he quotes our Veda Upanishads. Anyontara Atma Vijnanamayaha. Last class I introduced this shloka and explained also that Vijnanamaya Kosha, that I cognition, Vijnanam, the Buddhi, is the Jiva. Your Veda itself is the Pramanam for that. You don't say our Veda. You won't say our Veda. Nastikan. He won't accept Veda. So when he wants for his support, he quotes our Veda. No? So your Veda itself, Taittiriya Upanishad is telling, Anyontara Atma Vijnanamayaha Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. This Jiva alone is performing all rituals and all. This I cognition, who is talking, I am, that person alone is Jiva. Therefore, Sarva Samsaraha etasya jivasya eva. For this Jiva alone, whole samsara. Janana marana samsara chakram. Janma nashau. Samsara means what? Birth and death. Janma and nasha. Janana maranam, for this Jiva alone. Not only that, Sukha Adikaha. Sukha and Dukha also for this person only. Oh, for this Vijnanamayam Atma. This Vijnanamaya alone is Atma. And the fourth kosha itself is taking as Chalam Buddhi in Dakshinamurti Stotram. Deham pranam api indriyanyapi chalam buddhim tu. Achalam Buddhi is Kshanika Vidyanam. Dakshinamurti Shlokam I have taken 2 times. If you remember, okay. Achalam Buddhi is called Kshanika Vijnanam here. Shunyam Viduhu next shloka comes. Okay. Now we have to enter the next shloka. Vijnanam Kshanikam Natma Vidyudabhranimeshavat Anyasyanupalabdhatvat Shunyam madhyamika jaguh. Now Shunyavadi comes, Madhyamika Vadi. Madhyamika and Yogachara are known as Mahayana Buddhism. Shautrantika and Vaibhashika comes under Hinayana Buddhism. If you are a history student, you might have written in exam Mahayana Buddhism, Hinayana Buddhism. So this Yogachara and Madhyamika, Shunyavadi, both are come under Mahayana Buddhism. Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, Hinayana Buddhism, 2 types. Again, the 2 types became 4. Putti potinde irukum. Mahayana, the Yogachara, Madhyamika. Hinayana Buddhism, again, Vaibhashika, Srautrantrika. Now we are looking at the Mahayana Buddhism, the difference between this Yogachara and Madhyamika. What Madhyamika says? Shunyavadi. It is called nihilism. Nihilism. Shunya means emptiness, voidness. Nothing is there. Your Kshanika Vijnanam, Vijnanamaya is not Atma. Shunyam is Atma. Shunyam, emptiness, voidness, nothingness. That alone is that substratum, base for this first cognition, second cognition, third cognition. So when the cognition goes away, what is there? Shunyam is there. Nothingness is there. Nothingness is there. Before the third cognition coming, the second cognition gone, in between the gap. There is a gap. There is a gap. No? First cognition gone, second cognition coming. Where they are coming? In that gap. On the gap they are coming, the gap is called Shunyam. Gap is always gap. Gap is nothing, but there is nothing. It is gap. Gap shunyam. Emptiness, voidness. Therefore, my shunyam alone is the Atma. Shunyam, everything is shunyam. Everything is shunyam. Look into the shloka. Vijnanam kshanikam na Atma. Kshanika Vijnanam is not Atma. Vijnanam kshanikam, how you put? Kshanika Vijnanam, the momentary consciousness, that Vijnanamaya kosha, Atma, Anyontara Atma Vijnanamayaha, that Atma word he takes it, that Kshanika Vijnanavadi. This person says that is not Atma, na Atma. Why? The reason he is giving, Hetu. Vidyut abhra nimeshavat. 3 examples he is giving. Your momentary consciousness, eye cognition is not Atma because it is like lightning. It's like lightning. Vidyut is equal to lightning. Vidyut means lightning. minnal. And lightning, your Kshanika Vijnanam is like lightning. From morning to till night, how many cognitions you are getting? So many cognitions. You cannot count. Can you count? Come on, tomorrow sit and count how many cognitions you are getting. Similarly, when you look at the sky, when the lightning is coming, can you count the lightning? How many are coming? First your eyes will go away if you count. Before you are counting, they will disappear. Your Kshanika Vijnanam, cognition also like that only. It's like lightning. Vidyutvat. Not only Vidyut, Abhravat. Apu Bibharti iti Abhram. That water-bearing clouds. Abhram means water-bearing clouds. Up means waters. Bibharti, that which carries, holds. Water-bearing clouds, when they are coming, when you look at the clouds, they appear one way. After few seconds, you see there, that cloud won't be there, the shape will be disappeared, another shape comes there. No cloud is steady. They are always moving. So your Kshanika Vijnanam also like Abhravat, Vidyutvat, Abhravat. Not only that, one more example also I can give. What? Nimeshavat, like blinking. How much time you blink? How much time you blink? Unmesha nimishotpanna vipanna bhuvanavali. And the Nama of Lalita, you can remember here. Nimisha. Unmesha Nimisha. Nimesha means blinking time, winking time. Fraction of second. Even not second, fraction of second. Your Kshanika Vijnanam is also like that. How can you say that Kshanikam, momentary consciousness as Atma? Vidyut abhra nimeshavat na Atma Kshanika Vijnanam. So what? Anyasya anupalabdhatvat. Anyasya anupalabdhatvat shunyam madhyamika jaguho. Anyasya means for another sakshi. For another sakshi, it is not available. For other sakshi, it is not available. Anyasya means for other one. Anupalabdhi means non-availability. Non-availability. Anyasya. Anupalabdhitvad shunyam. Shunyam means emptiness, voidness. Emptiness or voidness. Madhyamikaha, the Madhyamika Buddhists. Since they are calling Shunyam, we call them as Sunyavadi. They are really calling, their name is Madhyamikaha, but they are known as Shunyavadis because their philosophy is Shunyam. Therefore, we call them as Shunyavadis. Anyasya. Anupalabdhi means that momentary consciousness is not available for any other witnesser. Sakshi anupalabdhi. There is no witnesser to know that momentary consciousness. There is no witnesser available to your momentary consciousness. This is the meaning. Now, further he is explaining the Shastra. He quotes the Shastra. This is endorsed by, supported by Veda. He is quoting. Not because of love on Veda he is quoting. Because he wants to just show that my view is respected by, means endorsed by, valid by your Upanishad. That's what he is quoting now. Asade vedamityadau idameva shrute tatah ज्ञानज्ञेयात्मकं सर्वं जगद्भ्रान्तिप्रकल्पितम्। Now he quotes from Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmananda Valli. What is that? Asadva idamagra asit. Asadva idamagra asit. Tato vai sadajayata. From this asat, non-existence, means shunyam. From that only sadajayata, the entire material universe is born or superimposed. Jagat has come. Ajayata, the whole Jagat, the Karya Prapancha has come from non-existence. Who says? Your Veda, your Taittiriya Upanishad. Asadva idamagra asit. So, not only that, even Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya also it comes in Chandogya 6:1. This comes. Tadhaika ahuhu asat idamagra asit. Asat only agre asit. From that only creation has come. Asadeva, that is the word taken here. Asadeva idam. That is the quotation from Veda, Upanishad. Ityadau. Adipadat Brihadaranyaka and Chandogya, etc. From that only idam eva. Idam means this whole universe. That means universe has come. Shrutam, it is heard. It is Shrutam means my statement is endorsed by your Veda anartham. Shrutam. Tataha, therefore what? Jnana gneyatmakam sarvam. Jnanam and gneyam. Kshanika Vijnanavadi is talking about Jnanam, the Kshanika Vijnanam, and Gneyam, knowing world objects. Jnanam and Gneyam, both of them, that means subjective and object. Subject and object. Jnanam and Gneyatmakam sarvam. Subject and object. Jagat bhranti prakalpitam. So your Kshanikam also, consciousness is also superimposed on Shunyam. All names and forms are also superimposed on Shunyam. That is the meaning of this second line. Kshanikam Vijnanam Gnanagneyatmakam Kshanika Vijnanam Manatham. Sarvam. Jnanam means subject. Gneyam means object. So the subject eye cognition, knowing the objects, all objects, both of them are based on, supported by, or they are all staying upon, superimposed upon Shunyam. That is the meaning. Jnanagneyatmakam sarvam jagat bhranti prakalpitam. Bhranti means superimposition. Prakalpitam means adhyaropa, aropanam, superimposed. They are all superimposed. So with this two shlokas, Shunyavada is over. Now Vidyaranya is not answering for this Shunyavada. So Shankaracharya answers in many places. In Brihadaranyaka, introductory bhashyam he gives, Ghata bhashyam and pair. When we were seeing Brihadaranyakam, that time I explained many classes I took for Ghata bhashyam. So I am not going to talk about Ghata bhashyam. Just what Shankaracharya gives, Nissakshika Shunyam doesn't exist. That's what he says. The Shunyam, to talk about Shunyam, someone must exist. Without witnesser, who can talk about Shunyam? Non-existence. Non-existence. Everything is non-existence. How do you know? Someone must be there to talk about Shunyam. Suppose you enter the hall and you say, nobody is there in the hall. No one is there in the hall, you say. Is it right? No one is there in the hall except me. You have to say. But we don't say that. What do we say? No one is there in the hall. What is the right answer? No one else is there in the hall except me. Without me, no one is there to prove the non-existence of no one is there in the hall. Hall is empty. No one is there in the hall means what? Hall is empty. How do you know hall is empty? Hall is empty except me. To talk about emptiness of the hall, you must be there. To talk about the emptiness of the hall, you must be there. Therefore, you are not supposed to say no one is there. No one is there is not a right statement. That is wrong statement. But generally we use. Yarume illa. Yarume illa naan thavare. En thavare yarume illa nartham. So, other than me, no one is there. Like that, to talk about the Shunyam, emptiness, voidness, someone must be there. So, Nissakshika means what? Without witnesser, Shunyam doesn't have place. To talk about emptiness of the hall, someone must be there. So, the emptiness is emptiness because of someone is witnessing the emptiness. Emptiness is emptiness because someone is witnessing. No one is there to witness the emptiness. Can you talk about that emptiness? That is why in Vedanta we say Niradhishtana Shunyam Nasti. Niradhishtana means the Shunyam to exist is must have some base. That next shloka he is going to refute the Shunyavad. I'll give the example. That's why you can, otherwise you feel very difficult that shloka. One more example. Hall example is one. It is clear for you. So you cannot talk about emptiness of the hall without you there. That means you are there. It is total non-existence or partial non-existence. Partial. It is not atyantika asat. You are there to talk about the Shunyam. Therefore, ellame Shunyam. No. You cannot talk about Shunyam. Hey, Shunyam patti pesradhukku oruthana irukkanappa. Appo ellame Shunyam nu solla mudiyadhu, solla koodadhu. One more example. Suppose you see a rope. On the rope you see a snake. The false one, he said Bhranti Kalpitam. In the sloka what he said, Sarvam Jagat Bhranti Kalpitam. Bhranti means delusion, superimposition. Kalpitam anna superimposition. Out of delusion you have superimposed. What you have superimposed upon what? Snake you have superimposed upon the rope. Snake is Bhranti. Snake is Kalpitam. Snake is Kalpitam, Bhranti, superimposed. Upon what? Rope. Can you superimpose the snake if there is no rope? Can you superimpose? If there is no seashell, can you superimpose silver on that? To superimpose something, you must have something. So the rope must be there, then only you can superimpose. Bhranti kalpana is possible when there is something. Bhranti kalpana is possible when there is something. There is one example. Another example. Hall is one example. Empty hall. One example. Rope snake is another example. Snake cannot be superimposed upon emptiness. Can you superimpose the snake upon emptiness? Now suppose you see the bench here. Can you superimpose the snake here? No. To superimpose the snake, there must be a similar to the snake, something must be there. That is rope. The rope is there. Can you say it is shunyam? You cannot say shunyam. Snake is superimposed upon shunyam. Second example. Okay. So snake is superimposed because of rope. Another example. Dream objects are all superimposed. Without you, the waker, you have understood, I think. Without waker, dream objects and dreamer cannot be superimposed. Who is getting dream? The dreamer to come, the waker must be there. Swapna Purushaha is resting upon Jagrat Purushaha. Without Jagrat Purusha, where is Swapna Purusha? Like that, whole Jagat is Bhranti Kalpitam. To do Kalpana, you must have some base, some source, some substratum. That's what he is asking. Next shloka we will read. Niradhisthana vibhrantehem abhavadatmano sthitam shunyasyapi sasakshitvat अन्यथा नोक्तिरस्यते निरधिष्ठान विभ्रांतेः अभावात्. Niradhisthana means adhisthana rahitam, baseless, sourceless. Adhisthana rahitam niradhisthana. Vibhranti means superimposition. Abhavat, absent. There is no possibility of superimposition without an adhishtanam, is the meaning. Abhavat means absence. Niradhishtanam means base. Bhranti means kalpana. Without any source or base, there cannot be any superimposition. Without base or source, something, on some existent thing only you can superimpose. Shunya means non-existent and artham. Abhavaha. Shunyam is equal to abhava is equal to non-existence. You superimpose snake upon existent rope or non-existent rope. You cannot superimpose the snake upon non-existent rope. So the rope must be existent. Therefore, on bhava padartha only you can superimpose. You cannot superimpose on abhava padartha. Shunyamandi abhavam. On abhava, how can you superimpose? Illada porul poi neenga superimpose panna mudiyuma? Irukra porul mela da superimposition panna mudiyum. Similarly, here also in this rope example also, since rope is existent, that's why you are able to superimpose. If rope is not there, you cannot superimpose. If waker is not there, dream is not possible. If you are not there, you do not know hall is empty. So, sasakshikaha. Sakshi is there. Sasakshikaha means sakshya sahitaha. Sakshya sahitaha sasakshikaha. Second line, sasakshitvat shunyasya api. Another example for second line. Example shunnada puriyam. In deep sleep, he says that Purvapakshi, Shunyavadi, I forgot to tell, he quotes another example also. I have Shruti support, I have logical support, I have Anubhava also. Sleep, example he gives. In sleep, what you are experiencing? Eye cognition irukka in sleep. Is it not Shunya? He is telling, Shunyavadi says, sleep lo nanaku onnume theriyala. And then onnume, adida Shunyam. He quotes the sleep example, Shunyavadi. So, sleep, there is nothing. Na kinchid avedisham, you are telling, no, that is Shunyama illiya. So, sometimes, these Madhyamika Buddhist Shunyavadi, some people, even in the universities, academicians and all, they say Shankara and Buddhism are one and the same. They say Buddha and Shankara both are one and same. Not only that, they say Shankaracharya Prachanna Bauddha and Chulva. Our only or mask போட்ட பௌத்தனதா சங்கரன் சொல்றான். Some people say he is same talking like a Buddha. They say like that. We have to see the difference between Vedantin and this Madhyamika Buddhist. For Madhyamika Buddhist, both are mithya. Jagat is Bhranti. Even this Shunyam, what he is taking Atma, Shunyam only Atma, that is also mithya. All are mithya for him. But for us, Vedantin, it is not like that. Atma is Satyam, Asishtanam. Jagat mithya for us. For him, both are mithya. For us, one is Satyam, one is mithya. Illana nee kuda Buddhist ayadu. So that's why Buddha spoke this or not, we do not know. Buddha followers only brought this Shunyavada. Okay. Really speaking, Buddha is a Vaidika. He is born in Vedic culture. Suppose to come out of this problem, this Shunyavadi, suppose he says Shunya means not non-existence, it is existent. Bhava Rupam. Shunyam anna enna artham, original meaning? Abhavam, non-existent. Ange onnu ella Shunyanda anna enna artham? Onnume illa enna artham. Non-existent. If we say non-existent, we are bringing this law. What is that law? Nothing can exist. A superimposition is not possible upon non-existence. Something must be there to superimpose. Like dreamer, to superimpose waker is required. And how to know this emptiness, someone must be there. And a rope must be there. Like this, if you get examples, you want to escape from this problem. Even Vedamata and Chula, no, that Shunyam is Bhava Rupam, suppose he says. The Shunyam is not non-existent, it existent only. That means you are talking Advaita. That Shunyam is existent. Upon existent thing alone you are superimposing, you are my party. You are not a Nastika Buddhist, you are a Vaidika Sampradaya Guru. We can accept Buddha if he says it is Bhava Padartha. We don't have any problem. We keep another Acharya. Narayanam Padma Bhuvam Vasishtam Sektincha Tatputra Parasharamcha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Buddham Manugoda Chulluvo. In Shunyam is existent Bhava Padartha, if you say it is Brahman. Upon Brahman everything is superimposed. It is Sakshikaha. Brahman is the Sakshi of the entire Bhranti. So rope is the Sakshi, means substratum of the snake. Waker is the Sakshi of dream. You are the Sakshi of the empty hall. Brahman is the Sakshi of entire Jagat. No problem. But he is this person, don't accept. Shunyam anna shunyam. That is why this person is asking. Niradhishtana vibhrantehe abhavat. There is no possibility of bhranti upon emptiness. Shunyam. Therefore, absolute emptiness is never possible. Absolute emptiness is never possible. Therefore, he says, abhavad atmanaha astita na shunyata. Atmanaha astita asti. There is Atma Chaitanyam is available, astita na shunyata. You have to supply. Na shunyata. Since niradhishtanam superimposition is not possible, when there is nothing, you cannot superimpose. Therefore, there must be Atma. Atmata, astita, asti, na shunyata. You have to supply. Shunyasyapi, even for that non-existence, in non-existence, what is there? Existence is there. Non-existence. Right? Enna? Idu matram puriyartha nenikare. Non-existence. There is existence. In non-existence also, there is existence. See, Sunyasyapi sa sakshitvat. Shunyam theriyarade. Yarukku? Sa sakshikaha. Waker knows the dream. Snake appearing upon the rope. Sa sakshikaha. Hall is empty, known to me. So, hall is empty is sa sakshikaha. Because you are there. You are the sakshi of the empty hall. You are the sakshi of empty hall. You are the witnesser. Sakshi anna. Witnesser. You are the witnesser of the emptiness of the hall. So hall is sasakshikaha. Clear? So, shunyasyapi. Ninga indha or example ku naam vechukonda. Hall, yourself. Empty hall and yourself. Shunyam, hall is shunyam. Is it sasakshikaha or nisakshikaha? If it is not, sakshi is not there, who will talk about that emptiness of the hall? Suppose you have not come to the hall. Who will talk about the emptiness of the hall? Is nisakshikaha or sasakshikaha? Empty hall. Empty hall. That word mentioned by you is sasakshikaha, nisakshikaha. Sasakshikaha. The word to come out from your mouth itself proves it is sasakshikaha. Witnesser is there. That's what he says. Vuktihi asya. That vukti, that mention of anyatha means if the sakshi is not there, if the witnesser is not there, means that shunyamukku pesuradhukku witnesser is not there. Anyatha na vuktihi asyate tava vuktihi na bhavati te tava. For you to talk about the shunyam is not possible. You are talking about shunyam means it is total shunyam. You are existent or not. To talk about the non-existent, someone must. A non-existent person talk about non-existence or an existent person talk about non-existence. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.